Guys, welcome back. That's if you've been watching my YouTube videos, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. I teach web development. You can also search my blog at ubcodes.com, and where I talk about web development, method, and books. And yes, I do too. Well, today's video is going to be we're doing a link tree clone, but we're not like doing the full stack stuff. Just basically front end, and just you guys to have an understanding of how to go about it. So we're using TypeScript. I have intentions of creating a video using JavaScript. So in case you are lost on what's the difference between TypeScript and JavaScript, this is kind of going to be an example for you to practice and see the difference. So probably build with TypeScript and build JavaScript. Alright, so let's get started. So we're using Nextjs and React. If you also new to React, don't worry, this video is beginner friendly. So go to nextjs.org and go to npx. So I'm going to copy this, right? So next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to let's create a new folder here. Alright, and let's just write link tree. I think I already have a this thing called link tree okay, I think this one makes more sense, right? So I can open my VS Code, drag and drop. I could also right click on the folder and click on open VS Code. So just drag and drop it like this, and yeah, we're all set. So we'll start by what we copied, we'll paste in our terminal. Then because I want to create it in this file, I'll click on dot and /. So that should download, and I hope that the options for TypeScript comes up. If it doesn't, I'll probably just do it again because I just prefer doing it. What's going on? Wi-Fi is working. Do you know I've tried doing this video a couple of times in school, but it was to no avail. Like, it was so frustrating. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. You don't want to do. So yeah, okay, it's working. So would you like to use TypeScript? Yes, I like to use TypeScript. Just click. I'm using Tailwind too. Yes, we're using Tailwind. No. Yes. So that's all. Okay. So I'll probably just pause the video for it to load and we'll come back to it. Oh no, so yeah, it's busy. Our stuff is ready. So let's use npm run dev, and let's see how it looks like. So let's open this, and yeah. So we have like this Nextjs startup templates. Why is everything taking time? Like, there's no light though. And I'm trying to finish this thing before my battery dies, and I don't know why localhost is taking time. Let's just chill. Come on, load. What should I be doing while this thing is loading? You guys should subscribe to my channel, please. Encourage me. So this is the basic template. Alright, so we're going to start. So let's create a new file outside here, and we'll call it data.json because data.json. So JSON is like used for data, basically, like hard coded data. So this is what we want to run. Just do the data, not the UI. Alright, so we're going to start with this. I'm going to create name. So my name is Emanuela. I don't know if I should put this Emanuela YouTube is in Emanuela. But I have quite a long name. So then we'll create our avatar. This ought to be, yep. So create our avatar. Avatar just what we're trying to do is create I'm going to put this by the side. So see this right here. Yeah, this right here, that's what I mean by avatar. So most of my images, I got them from online. First, I took my image from online. I took mine from this one is from Twitter, my Twitter profile picture. So like if you just right click here, right, you can always copy the image address and paste. So I hope you guys understand that. So links. So now in links, yeah, I have, first thing I have here is like title, and I like this personal blog. So this personal blog, give you the title of, we call it title basically. So okay, this what's this? So right here, I'll put title. I can drop this down, title and personal blog. Okay, then I'll call this href, and my personal blog is ubcodes.blog.com. So I'm just going to copy the link here, copy link address, let's paste it here. Right, then so we should also have a section for data. And I meant image rather. Right, so this image right here, I'm going to copy the link address. If so, personal blog, I'll show you guys how to go about it. Let's continue. So you can copy from any like online place that you have. Okay, I really feel like pressing tab right now because it's actually bringing out what I want, but I want so that you guys understand what I'm doing. So let me copy this here one more time, paste it down here. So what I wrote here is portfolio, and my portfolio is my dog is making noise and it's beside my room. Am I safe? Emanuela ubokabasi.me. So I need an image. I'm going to use this image still. Just copy link address. I'm going to paste it here. Okay. So no, the image is different. Copy image address. Okay. What's going on? Copy image address. I'll take this and copy it back. Yeah. Yep. How much percent do I have left? I'm really rushing this. My videos are not really fast. I don't know why. And I also want to try and take my time. But see the way things have been going, there's no light anyway. So we'll copy this again. Well, I'll change this to YouTube tutorial. YouTube tutorials. Right. Basically codes. Actually, it is 1 underscore. That's my Twitter. Alright. Now why I know that's why I know to copy this thing. Because I knew sometimes it just gives me. Alright. So image. So YouTube tutorial. So let's go to Unsplash Unsplash is one of the websites I use to get nice pictures. You can use Unsplash or Pixels. Pixels in spelling Pixels. So let's search for something. Oh, these people are cute. Let's search for something like YouTube. To correct. Alright, so let's copy this image. Copy link address. Alright, so I'll paste it here. No, this is what I'm supposed to copy rather. Copy image address rather. So right, what other one is there? My GitHub. So I'd copied that earlier. So right here we have my GitHub. So yeah, I'm going to put my GitHub that I think it's I'm just going to copy the link address. Honestly, don't have the time. Yeah, and images. So if I come here, let's have something like GitHub, so we can find something nice to use. Okay, let's copy this, copy image address, and I put it here. Alright, so that's one. What else do we have? Like we have newsletter and TikTok. So I'm just going to quickly do that. Yes, so newsletter. Alright, so let's search for something like newsletter. Go away. Newsletter. Just anything that looks like it. Okay, this looks fine. So let's copy link address and I'll paste it here. Like, is it link address? Copy image address. Like if you copy link address, you're copying link address, you're not copying anything. Copy image address. So I'm just going to use the same thing as mine. What else do you have there? I think that should be the last one. TikTok. I didn't even do anything on my TikTok. Like it's not just been so active lately. Well, there's something there. Check out my TikTok. Check out my TikTok too. I just do those short videos. Yeah. That's what I did there. So let's write this as TikTok. I'm rushing. I hope you guys understand this, but I'm not rushing too much. So copy link address. So yeah, that's my TikTok Ubcodes. Everywhere is Ubcodes. So I'm search for TikTok. Internet to what's the picture? Okay, this looks nice. Copy image address. I think this is even fresher than the one that I did. Hope it's image. Okay, yeah, it's image address. So we have that. We have this set. All right. So another thing we'll be doing would now be our socials. We want to put this down. Okay. So we'll have socials. Okay, and give it a title. The first one I have there, I think I will let's use GitHub. Let's use GitHub. Okay. Then why is my voice sounding like this? href. Wow, I'm just going to use the GitHub that I used here. I think this is not even a oh wow. Okay, this is continue. I think my GitHub. Yeah, God bless you. And image, we'll just leave it empty for now. And here we have like the same thing. and instead there will be Instagram, and yeah, www should be Instagram.com underscore Ubcodes dot underscore. That's my Instagram handle. So yeah, this should work. Let's copy this and get and paste this right here. And here I'll put, what should I put here? This is Twitter based on what we say, or YouTube. You can put as much as you want technically. So Twitter. Yes. So we're getting an error somewhere. I don't know where that's come from. Where's the error? I'm seeing red. Sorry, please. Alright. So you can save this, right? But it's not making any change here because we did not make any change in our interface in the UI. So let's try and see where we're going to actually make the changes of our website in. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So we're going to try and just clear off everything that's here. So if I come here, I can do something like, let's do something like H1. So I there. Alright, so you can see I there showing. Now the styling is coming from our global.css. So we don't exactly need all this. So if I save that, yeah, so yeah, right there. So all this styling we'll try and remove it because right. So this is just our plain. This is just a plain stuff. So let's start actually styling and creating our link tree. Okay, so I'm going to go to, so this is our page.tsx. It's creepy. Many things outside. It's in the night. Alright. So let's import our data from our data, the JSON data / the yep. So I haven't done that. So we'll do this next. So create this so that, yeah, so let's start with a div. And if you're new to React, JSX is similar to, it's not exactly JavaScript. You can also search about it, like what is JSX. Maybe I'll do a video to explain that. So JSX stands for JavaScript XML. JSX allows us to write HTML in React. JSX makes it easier to write and add HTML in React. Alright, so you'll be seeing something like class names. So it's not exactly class as you see it in HTML. So yeah, and we're making use of Tailwind. So if you're new to Tailwind, this is also a good way to start. So Tailwind. So now let's search what is Tailwind. So Tailwind is a utility first class framework for rapidly building modern websites without ever leaving your HTML. Okay, so you know the way in CSS you have to have your you have to have global CSS, then you have to start styling. But what you do with Tailwind is that you can style it as you're building, as you're making it. So we're going to see how that works. So yeah, this is where we are here. So I there. There might be a part 2 of this video. So let's put our image. Okay, image. Okay, so now our image as in HTML will have a source, right? So we also have a source here, but it's not with data.image, it's with data.avatar. Okay, because in our data just we made our image to be avatar. All right, then another thing we want to add is alt, and also just put data.name. Right, then if I'm to save this, we're going to get an error. So the thing about when you use Nextjs is that wherever you're taking your images from, you kind of have to register it. Just as if you can't start a business without having registered the business. So in Nextjs, you also have to, before using the image, you actually have to register the image. So how do you register the image? We'll go to our Nextjs config, right? And we're going to do some configurations to actually allow us to put our images. So if you go to our data.json, we took images from pbs.twimg. This we took images from ubcodes.blog.com. So I'm going to put that, and we took images from images.unsplash.com. So basically, if you're not sure of what to do, they'll show you where your image source is coming from. So like this first part is what you should actually put in your Nextjs config. So this is a bit advanced, so just kind of follow along. So we'll write experimental, then app. Okay, so these are our domains. So like I said, this pbs.wtw, as you can see here, .com. Hope my mouse is big enough, because I remember doing a video and I realized that like I couldn't even see my mouse, which shouldn't be. Should I enlarge it? Settings, just real quick. Mouse settings, size. So let's make it really big for the sake. This seems extremely big, so you guys can see. Oh yeah, okay, making slightly sense, but guys, this thing is massive. Just because I want you guys to see what I'm doing. So another one you have here was images.unsplash.com. But when you save this, you're going to have like, if you're in quotes, your local host is going to shut down. Yep. So we'll have to start it again. So the way you end it is you can use Ctrl+C, but it's already ended by itself. So let's do npm run dev again and get our local host running. I think this stuff is really big. Like, I'm so not comfortable with it. This should be okay. Yeah. So yeah, I think we're ready. So let's open it, or let's follow the link, and we should see our image. All right. Okay, this big mouse is killing me slightly. If I need to show you guys something, what's happening? This ought not to happen. So well, this is all part of debugging. So let's try and figure out what's wrong. Hold on, please. Alright, so they want us to add width property. That's what I mean. So let's go to our page and just add those properties. So width will be like about 100, and height will be about 100 too. Let's see how that goes. So I don't know if I want to see my image. Did I put the wrong thing? So show my image, but it's not showing it. Why is it not showing it? Should I go to my blog? Let's check my blog. My blog will have my image, and now you guys can see my blog. So let me open this. I think if I click here, copy image address, if I paste it here, should be able to see. Ctrl V. No, I don't want to have to make edits to. Let's check Twitter. I want to finish this thing fast. Xing. Check my Xing, don't check my Twitter. Like I be all for no get brain. As per like, sorry, I'm not here to come on screw Twitter. Let's copy. Follow me too on Twitter. Copy link, copy image address. What I'm looking for. Copy image address. So I'm going to paste this here. So this should work. Yep, it's working. So let's go back to where we were. Right. So this is the image right here. Right. Let's put this down. Let's put this like this. Hope this is not too small for you guys. So this will be better. Right. So yeah. So I mentioned exactly before that when making use of Tailwind, rather than having a separate file for your, as you would for CSS, you can just do it in the same line, right? So yeah, we'll make use of something called class name instead of classes. That's what you make use of when using JSX. So let's give it a rounded form. So basically just go through what I would advise you. Go through Tailwind. They will show you, read documentations. Like if you don't know how to use something, read documentations, because your documentation is basically reading the manual of how to use something. So I would advise you to go through it. So if you're ever confused, you can come here and let's do something like, okay, let's search here round, let's images. This is okay. Let's try using something like Google. Okay. Round images in Tailwind. So if you search for this, you can see that you're able to know what. So round, none, round, full. You can see all. Round full is what we're making use of here, and you can see the equivalent in pixels of how it works. So that's how you actually learn new things too. So we're going to give this. So let's try and give this like h1. Now h1 will also have a class name, and we give before let's write. So we're going to use data.name. Okay, if I save this, you see it pop up. So let's start our h1. Let's go h1. Let's make the font bold. And if you ever use Bootstrap, you might also be able to follow along to MC4. That's margin top 4. So I think I'll just put this on auto save so you see what's happening. MC4, margin bottom of 3. Let's give a text of 3, like extra large, 3 times extra large. Yep, and text will be white, but we won't use this text right now because yeah, our text was white, but based on our background now, we won't exactly make it white. So I'm going to leave it like this. Let's try and see if we can center this some way. So we're going to use flex item center, flex cool, and when you say mx auto, mx, when you're doing graph, y means vertical, x means horizontal. So mx auto is basically the margin, should I put it automatic margin horizontally, if that makes sense. So, and that automatic is like the computer or would automatically calculate the like equal margin, even margin at both sides. So you can see there's an even margin here, even margin here. You don't need to do any maths there. So we'll make it a full width and we'll justify center, and margin top we give about 16, and padding horizontally to we'll give it about 8. So we have that set. So let's try and do something else. I don't know, can we walk around with the background now so that we can, when we start, because why I want to walk around back, because this, we want it to be white in color and white to blend with the background here. So let's try and change the background. So there's some online gradient generators that you can use for the background. Alright, so should we search for one? Gradient generator, I think this is what I used. What other means can we go about this? Okay, so you have a lot of amazing nice colors here. Right, I used purple there. I think that purple looks plain, but like I would like a deeper kind of purple. Purple is my favorite color, because I don't know, I feel like in almost all my videos I've been using purple too much. Or should I use something different for this one? Should I use blue? I think green has been chasing me lately. I don't have time to be picking colors. I don't want picking colors. Actually, I'm going to use purple. So let's just copy the code. Guess we could copy the Tailwind, any of that. If we copy that, let's try this. Nothing seems to change. Okay, let's walk around this together. We're both learning. We're all learning. Just in a bit. So what could possibly be happening and why? So okay, let's try this too. If we look at this, we have the option to either use Tailwind or use that. So let's try and use Tailwind. So that's why. Because let's remove this. Our global doesn't seem to work. So what we'll do is that we'll go to our HTML. There's an HTML file here in our public folder. Hey, HTML file, where are you? Please just hold on with me. Oh, sorry. Let's rather layout.tsx. Alright, so we have a body element. You have body here. So what we'll do now would be to actually put it in our body. So rather than this, we can remove this and remove this. We won't be needing this. Right, Then we'll put the class name that we copied earlier from, and that should do the trick. Models we fill from notebook. Also HTML is with the user identifier. I don't understand what is saying. Okay. Does this change anything? So yeah, we have our background. So go to your layout.tsx and put it. There's sometimes that what actually takes me time when coding is just indecisiveness. Like I always have to just keep picking and picking till I find the ones that I like. I just feel like these colors it just seems too light. Why is my dog making noise outside? Okay, I think I like this. Just so I'm actually stressed. I'm freaking out. I'm not scared. Just creep. Why is this dog making noise? And it's beside my window. I don't want to sleep now. Okay, let's go. So yeah, like I mentioned earlier, this doesn't look right. So we'll give it text white. Okay. That makes so much sense. But sometimes like this thing is quite big and enormous. Or is it like is it that it's not that big here now? You get me? Are you feeling me? Let's put them back side. It's not that big and it's similar that bold. But let's keep going. We would find work around it as we go on. Okay. So I feel alright. So we'll do our h2 element, and you can also do h2 dot give a class of. The reason why I don't want to do that because I wanted to see how the changes are being made. So web dev, as I wrote here. I may not put all these things that I put, but web dev, mental health, books and drums. Okay, so put anything you want to put basically. So we have that and it's looking plain. So I'm going to give it a class name and let's style it. So make it a bit bold. So we'll use semi bold. Then we'll give it text white, which is already that, and MB margin bottom should be around 8. It doesn't going to take effect by the time you put some things underneath. Okay, now we're going to be mapping around the data that we have. Alright, and so we're going to do data.socials. Okay, we're going to map bro. So I don't like the way the errors are coming up, so I'm going to pause on the autosave so that when we are done we can just see what we're doing. So I'm going to map around our links rather, because in our links we have more than one thing, like here. So links, write a map. So I'm mapping our link, right? And so alright, I want to create a link card. but we have not created that yet. So basically, the link card, what I mean by link card, these things we're going to style these ones differently, each of these things differently. So that's the purpose of the link card. So let's just go up here and let's create a function for our link card. So I'm going to do function link card. Yep. All right. And we'll have that here. And we're making use of TypeScript, so we're adding types. Okay. So right here in our link card, for what we're trying to do, from our data we have the href, we have the image, and we have the title. So I'm going to specify it here. We have the href, we have our title, and we have our image. But because we're using TypeScript, it doesn't stop there. For weird reason, TypeScript is going to tell you that I still want to know that if whether your href is a string or your title is a string. So our href is a string because strings are inside quotation apostrophes. I think that would be a better word. So our href is apparently a string. Our title too is a string, and our image is also a string. String because we put our image links in apostrophes, like as per quotation. So we're going to put a question mark here which says that it's not compulsory that there must be an image provided, and this ought to be in semicolon, not this thing. So what we will do now, all right, would be to put our return statement. So return this. All right, so let's create because I'm making use of links. So one thing, I'm trying to see, you can map it so you can see the changes as they are being made. So from here, going back to our link card where we were, we'll say he has to have a key, and our key will be equals to link dot href. All right, and we're going to do this. If you're a beginner, this will be advanced. So we're spreading it. Okay. And should I save yet? Okay, let's start this for now. Let me save it. Let's see. I was scared that there might be an error. Okay, there is an error. So let's start styling the link card. Okay, so I created an error, and inside there we're going to create a div, and we're going to give our div. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, and create our a attributes. Let's just put a class name there. Class name. Then div class name. Class name is alright. So let's do another div inside of that. So give a class name. Alright. So what we want to do now is that we want to put our images, and what we're going to do now will be this image. We won't see anything pop up yet. Then let's create image. Our image will be self-closing tag, and we have to add our source, and our source will be image. Let's also put class name here. and we'll put alt, and I'll give alt to be title. Alt, if in case you don't know what alt means what you should show when perhaps there's no internet connection. Then we'll give it a width of 48, height of 48. Plus unsplash with companion photo. What have we done? Alright, so we've not also configured plus just unsplash com. But I'm wondering where is this coming from? Let's go to this thing. Plus, I don't want, if I try to configure it again, I have to like. Alright, I see what the issue is. Newsletter. Let's come back. Let's search for newsletter again. It's not compulsory use plus. You can actually just change it, but I don't want to do that. That copy image address. This is the same thing I use now. Oh, it's T plus. I don't want to have to like start again. Copy. No. It's not what I mean. Copy image address. Yep. So you have images just showing right up here. And there's something up with this first two that I have here. The first two that I have is Ubcodes. Oh yeah, nothing is show. Personal blog. Portfolio. So nothing is showing. You can show JPG. And this is something about favicon. This image. I can't get the image, so I'll just use a different image. Something, let's just check for logo or something. But I can just try and get it, but like I don't want to take too much time. Copy image address. So yeah, so let's put this here. So I can save that. No. Show something popping up right there. So yeah. So we have this being mapped and all this being shown. Alright. So for our image, let's try and round them. So give them rounded full. Alright. And let's give a height of about 12. Okay, that makes more sense. So I can put my autosave back on. Go to file and click on autosave. So you see changes as I'm making them. So for the link, we'll write href. We'll refer back to the href we had mentioned at the top. Okay, God bless you. Because I'm like, what's going on? So we'll do flex. Let's put the items. We want the items to be centered. And give a padding of 1. Give a width of 4. Okay. Prior to this, let's keep it like this, because I also want to add some other things at the side. So we have it looking like this. So let's add the white stuff. So stop right here. So below this div, let's give it an h2, right? And here we would have our title. So yeah, so let's start this and let's add our class name flex justify center items center font semi bold width full text gray, and let's give about, let's be 700 and minus margin left auto. So yeah, so if you look at this, it's kind of gray. So let's add this white background so we can see it clearer. How many percent do I have left? 25. Bless the Lord. No, don't click on the link. Follow my GitHub to follow everything. You're watching this thing, follow everything. Subscribe. Okay, so give this width to be full, rounded full, text base, yeah. So for our text inside this other div, we'll make it flex because we kind of want something like this, so we can see they are now together. So flex is just like, you know, when you're being stiff and rigid with your friends, like guy flex. So kind of want to relax the elements. So we have this. So we want to add a white background now because we pretty much can't see what we are doing. Alright, so we'll want to add that now. So going back here, so now this over effect is not just purple, it's a gradient purple technically. Alright, so we could come here. If you go to Tailwind and you search for over, let's try and do that. Just search for anything. Google has a way of putting together gradient over color Tailwind. You should see that pop up. So you have that of it, but you can go through it and copy the codes. Like you can copy if this is what you want, if this is what you want, you can just copy the background. And there are also websites like this one that can just give you the background and you can just, you know, put it in your code. So I already have mine, so I'm just going to write it out. So over, let's a scale of 105 and transition or okay. So you can see some changes. This white background, okay, yeah, so we have our background to be white. Yeah, so we have a white background, so let's try and make sense of it. So transition or BG gray, okay. Then you can determine the intensity of how gray you want it to be. So let's give a max width of 3 XL and shadow of 2 XL and a background blur XL. So what are now over BG gradient to right from purple 200 via purple 400 to purple 800. So that should work. What's happening? I want to see the stuff. I think I'll go to. I already did the code, so let's try and open my GitHub. Opening a new tab. So I'm going to check my repositories, and I'll put the link to the over what I used there. My link tree code. So yeah, so if you try, I'm trying to, let's get the code. So app, and let's should replace CSS. So basically, we're trying to get the over effects. So let's just copy. Yep. So I'll just try and copy this. Yeah, I feel like I might have made a typographical error, which I'm not ready to try and debug, cause I don't got the time. What's going on, man? Just don't play with me. So we copy that and paste that here. There should be a difference. Oh yeah, so there's a difference. So it's worked already. So the issue was from this over, just the over. So I would put the links. I'm going to put documents, all of them, right there. So we have this effect, alright. And if you expand this to is responsive. Okay, so we have typically we're almost done. Yeah, you guys will make it 19%. I can do this. Okay, so okay. This was exactly like this. She said, okay. Yep, let's go on before my battery dies, because I'll probably do a part 2 where we'll have to put this down here. Okay, and hopefully it's probably lights that time. See, I'm not giving up no matter what. I'm going to put this video out. So so we've been able to get this right, and I mentioned that the reason I was a typographical error. So I'm going to put the link so you can copy it and just paste it there. Because all this, like, you don't have Scrum or this, they can all just be generated from probably either of these or from Tailwind. So I think me typing it out, I must have put must be an error somewhere. So let's get back and see what else we have to put. So yeah, let's kind of give this for our image. Let's give width of 12 and height of 12. Does it change anything? Okay, I think it's fine. Yeah, so let's go back to let's go back here and let's try and add this. So yeah, down here we just have icons. Okay, we just have icons here. So also have to create various functions for our icons. We'll create that for Twitter icon, GitHub icon, and Instagram icon. I think there are 3 icons we have here. So let's come back up here and just the function Instagram icon. We're going to be using SVG, so we're not writing much code here. You're just going to copy and paste the SVG technically. So create another function for our GitHub icon. You can add as much icons as you want. So this is the part that you actually have to just learn how to type. And I want to remove my autosave because it can start showing me error now, and I really don't like that. I didn't finish talking. I did not finish talking. I want to comment this out. I don't like the errors. It's part of it. No, hold up. Okay. So I just commented because I didn't like seeing the errors. That so you guys don't go mad. What did I do wrong? You did nothing wrong, my dear. So yeah, we're supposed to put an SVG there, and let's do our import Twitter. Sorry, that's import function Twitter icon. Last time I tried playing song. I don't know if you guys have watched the video, but the song was so loud. It was like almost an hour video, and I was so frustrated to even try and do anything again. So basically, I already have the code for the Twitter icon. So I'm going to put everything so you guys can just copy it. So if you start from the Twitter icon, let's just copy this SVG here. Let's copy the SVG and paste it right here. Sorry, Twitter icon. Yep. Oopsie. Okay, it's just the SVG we have to copy. Excuse me, please. Just copy this SVG and paste it right here. So go to GitHub to copy the SVG and paste it right here. And Instagram icon to copy the SVG and paste it right here. Where's that coming from? Okay, I didn't do it right. So let's copy. So if you wonder where I got the SVG from, you can just search for Twitter SVG. To work done. Twitter SVG. So you find a number where you can just copy the code from. Okay. Just in case you guys are still lost on how to go about that, let's just show you around. For example, let's say I want to use this, right? I can copy SVG code. Okay, this one you have to pay, so I ain't gonna do this. But you might be able to find some free ones. And if you're a student and you have GitHub accounts which you you have like a student email address, please just use it because there's a lot of benefits you can get. So something like Iron Scout now, I search for Twitter SVG. So something like Iron Scout now, you get access to majority of their distance for free. So just click and copy on the SVG code. That's basically how you go about it. Okay, so if you come back here, let's round up before it's too late. 15%. Wow. So come here. Don't know, my LinkedIn is open, but I'll come here. Oh yeah, I clicked on the link. Okay, so let's go back down here and let's make our icon show. So basically, we'll map over them again, and we'll say data, or rather, I think what will make more sense would be creating a div for them, and we'll map over them that way. So data dot socials, yeah, so the map link. Okay, so these are if statements now. So if the link href, if the link, we name our link href, So if it includes Twitter, post I get an error. Okay, it's not. If it includes Twitter, alright, this is what we want you to return. Return or show. Want to show the Twitter link, show the Twitter icon. So Twitter icon. Okay. What's it getting? What's this red text? I'm curious why I still have the red text. If link.href includes GitHub, return. Also want the same thing to happen. Return GitHub icon. Now what's puzzling my mind now is why something's up. I probably made a typographical error somewhere. Oh, damn it. Okay, I think I see where the error might be. Let's just copy this, cut this out. And so, yeah, let's just write this again. So first to do data, I must have made typography error somewhere. The socials, because we want to map over socials, so I'm mapping over the link. Yeah. So right in there, I'm going to put our if statement. What is wrong? Okay, so we pasted what we writing earlier. So another one is if, let's add the last one. If link href include, if the link includes Instagram, return Instagram icon, return. So now we actually have to check, confirm, and ensure that what we said here is true. I'm on the line. Instagram, GitHub, Twitter, and we also wrote the right spellings. So yep. So I think that's set. So we can save that and see what happens. So we have that. So let's style it to actually make it straight. So we're going to tell them to relax, and how do you use flex? Okay, and we give them items center and give item center. So let's give it a gap of about 4, and what else can we do? Let's add a bit of margin to the bottom and to the top. So margin top 8, margin bottom 8, and yep, give it text about white. Let's just put that. So yep, you guys are done. Yeah, implement the icons, our GitHub icon, Instagram icon right down there. So now also we're going to try and take note of the subtle details. Okay, for example, this is what we're working on now, and you can see here we have create next app localhost 3000, and on the deployed sites that I did, we have Emanuela Ubcodes, my link tree. So we're going to try and change this create next app to your name or whatever you want to put, and we're going to deploy it. All right, so let's get started. So for doing this, I think I want to reload this. I'll probably try to add a favicon too. I don't see my favicon loading, but it should hopefully pop up now. Alright, so we'll go to our layout.tsx. Alright, and we'll add some things there. So here we have export const metadata is equals to create next app, and create next app is what's showing here. So if your name, we're going to change it to anything. So I'll change this to Emanuela link tree tutorial. Right. So if I save that, we should have that string. So that's how you can see that it's changing. And you could also come and let's put link tree. This is the link tree on tutorial. Okay, so export default function root layout, so we have that set. Okay, so let's try and if you want to make your listing more robust, so alright. Okay, so we have this set. Okay, now there are many things that are needed for website optimization. So we're going to try and add an OG, an open graph. OG, you see something like, for example, let's scan this. This is one I already deployed, and this is the link here, so you can probably search it out. This one I made for myself personal. Well, I think I might do some work on it, but it's just big stuff. So we right click and let's try and inspect this. Okay. Where did I go to? So if I go to my head, I'll see a number of contents that are there. Head right here, and I can see the title. I can see this. I can see the description content of what I'm doing, the viewport with and all that. So I'm going to try and show you how to go about that. Okay, so let's go back to what we're doing. So if you go right into our body, after this HTML, create a tag head. We'll make it capital letter, but this head won't work because we have not imported anything that refers to head. So we're going to come right up here and say import head from next head. Right, so that makes us being able to use it. So we're going to create a meta tag, which I believe is a self-closing tag. Okay, and we can create multiple of this. So we're going to add a property, and our property would be OG title. Alright, and the content we're going to use would be metadata dot title. Why are we getting this error? So type string template not undefined, not a type string undefined. Blah 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 blah. The expected type comes from protocol which is declared a. Alright, so we have an error. Wow, so we're going to try and debug this together and try and see what the issue is. Alright. gonna be okay. Trying to see what could probably be the issue here. Type knowledge does everything. The type string. Dot size. So what's the deal right here? Customer data. And we have this title. So what could be the issue? Found what the error was, and we'll not be needing this line right here. So let's just remove that. And remove that means that we'll have to remove this. We'll be needing this. Okay. So added this, and I intend on adding an image. So if you have any image that you would like to use as your favicon is this image right here. So you can just put it right in your public. Okay, so I'll try to see if I can find one. So let's say my picture. Okay, this is my picture. So yeah, so I can just drag and drop it right here in my public, and we have this here. This is not exactly what I was hoping for, but well, it's here. Okay, I will try and rename it to my picture. Okay, so that's fine. So we have that like here, right? So you might wondering what exactly is an open graph image. So whenever I send, for example, if you want to send a link, so I'm going to try and put on my portfolio now. I'm trying to see where I can. Okay, this is my portfolio. So I did an OG. Okay. So let's try and test for an open graph image. Let's see if there's something like this or open graph. Yeah, there should be something like that. I think one time I was trying to work on it, and there's this. I think Twitter has a thing to test for images. Okay, open graph rather. So so I'm going to paste this here and let's check my open graph. So yeah, so when I send the link to my this is the image I used. If I send my link to anybody, they're going to see this as an image. Exactly. And let me try and show you another distinct example. So yeah, if I send anybody link to my portfolio, they're going to see this. This app is going to pop up in the whatever social media platform, be it WhatsApp or anything. Okay. So yes, description, and this is how it all appeared in my code. So this is how it was. The OG URL, open graph URL. So you can learn more about open graph, just search about it and you'll have a better understanding of it. So let's go back to what I was doing. So I think I'm here to save this, so I don't really see. I'm sorry for the background music. There's a church. I'm not sorry exactly, but like there's a church around, and I don't think I can tell them to reduce it. So pardon me. Alright. So basically, so that's it. I'm thinking if I should save this, we should probably get our OG image, but let's give it time to probably load. Okay. So and we can't exactly test for some of these things. Like we can't test for the OG link unless we deploy it. Okay. So I'm going to let's try and test for this one. If I come here, let's see if we get anything. I'm not sure I did a comprehensive stuff on this because just trying to let. Oh yeah, so this one doesn't exactly have any open graph image. So well, I hope you guys understand what I meant by open graph when I used it on my blog, my website rather. So for this open graph image, I have this. I'm tempted to use an image here. Just copy this image address, which let's see what's gonna happen here. For next start showing us shege. let's use on splash. We might keep having like the errors we had before. So let's copy this copy image address. So let's try and put it here. So this might work. So I'm going to test it after we deploy it and see if it actually worked. Hopefully it works. Yeah. So so right here, you guys should type this out. The OG title metadata.title. So when you use metadata.title, you're able to you're trying to extract the title. So the metadata description, metadata dot OG image, and we'll set the meta property OG width and context to be this, the meta property OG height to be this. So content is what content here is just trying to say is to specify what data to put. So this content for the content here, we're saying that we want the width to be 1200 pixels, we want the height to be 630 pixels, and what type of like website are we dealing with is a website. You might see personal blog. If I try using this, I have a feeling I might have used blog, but I also doubt it. I'm just let me copy and test. So if I see OG type, okay, I put website. Then for my blog, um let me see, what did I use? I'm just gonna just copy this and let's test it out. So let's see what I did. So this is what I did for my blog. I think I'm planning on changing this open graph image. So okay, type was also a website, so you can see how it all works. So yep. So let's go back and let's finish this up. I think I'm wasting a little bit of time. Yeah. Okay, so we have that settled. Okay. Let's go to I want to show you guys how to use external fonts. I'm going to save this and let's try and use an external font. So let's go to global.css and let's go to fonts.google.com. And when you get to fonts.google.com, search for any font of your choice. My best font so far is Beleza. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it's simple. It barely has any extensions. It's quite straightforward, which is different from how my handwriting looks like. But okay, yeah, we're going to We're going to add this as our family. So I have it downloaded on my tab too. So um, what's gonna yeah. So let's select regular, and yeah, you can let's use the one for import. I'm just going to copy this. All right. So after copying that, we'll come to our body here and we can paste it. Okay. So and we might not. I don't think this is affecting anything. This didn't take effect in our page, did it? I doubt it. It took no effect. So we comment that out and save. Yeah, it didn't take any effect. So we can just remove this or just comment it out. I don't think we need it. So we can put our font family or We don't need to write that out. If you come here and just copy this, and paste it right here, and if you come back here, I'm going to save this, and you see that our font changed here. So this is like the font I use almost everywhere. The same font I used for my and for my blog. So I really love it's straightforward and quite simple. Yeah, so it's the same font. I don't think it's taking effect yet, but I guess hope you guys get the trick. Yeah, so what else is there? I think we can deploy it now. Alright, so let's open a new link tab, and we're going to be deploying it on Vercel. So Vercel, if you're building anything and you're making use of Next. Vercel is like the next place for you to just deploy whatever you want to deploy. Alright, so that's basically what this will be about. Connect your GitHub with your Vercel makes it all easier. Okay, so if I want to add new projects, I can see a number of my projects. These are the projects on my GitHub account. Okay, but we have not yet deployed I've not pushed our code to GitHub, so I'm going to try and do that now. So I'm going to push it through on how to create a new repository, and that's what we'll do. So click on new, and I'll do Linktree clone tutorial. Basically, let's create a new repository, and I can call it Linktree clone tutorial. Okay. I'm going to create repository, and we'll see this list of instructions. Actually, I don't know. Let's try this. This is my first time trying copy and paste everything. Those the okay. So I was expecting not to see. I was not to see this like you had not to be like color green. That yes. Um. So I put let's try that. The size up to date. So let us take it as it is up to date. Alright. So let's go to our Vercel. And go to Vercel. I'm going to click on add new. Then on projects. I'm going to go to yeah. And yeah. Deploy. So I'm going to pause and come back to the video. Yeah, it's done. And they did this celebration thing, like they sprinkled stuff on the screen. So if we click on it, our project has been deployed. So I think that brings us to the end of this video. So you can you can share with your friends, share to everybody. Tell them that you did a link through clone. Well, just a UI. Maybe soon we'll do the full stack. Oh, it's possible. Yeah. So yeah, that's all we having today. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you've come this far. I love you all and I'm rooting for you.